This is Jason's Electronics Repair. Welcome to my ER. Hello, everyone. We have a assortment of Nintendo Switches to work on today. We're gonna let a couple people get into the chat. I received some Nintendo Switches ×4 from a customer. I'm not going to reveal customer information, but we're going to take a look at them. I believe they're previous repair attempts. At least that's what I am led to believe. Hello, Kaz. How are you doing? So we're gonna do. We're gonna take a look at all 4 of them and then pick one to work on. I also have that clock I need to work on. I got the batteries for that, but I'll get to that later. So let's take a look at what we have here. I already showed these off on the talk show stream on Phil the Coder's channel, but this is what I got in. That's my game card reader. This is what I got in this bubble wrapped piece with some parts attached to it. It's a sleeve of 5 M92s with 3 missing and a bag of screws. So we'll get these checked in here. So these are next in the queue. Travis, hello, how are you? So these are what's next in the queue. After this are some switch lights. So, and then I have one that is lingering that I need to do some testing on. Hey Wayne, how's it going? So I got one that's lingering here. Phil, how you doing? So thank you for posting the link in Discord, Phil. I appreciate that. 5 minutes into the stream and I'm already defeated by bubble wrap. Well, they were packed nice. So I will pull up, before I get these open, I will pull up the original request for these units. Oh, it's 5. My bad. 5 switches. I thought it was 5 originally, and then it looked like 4, but it is 5. Yeah, he even wrote ×4. Just got my job ID number and all that good stuff. So it is ×5. I don't know why he said ×4, but there are 5 here. So I opened the stuff up on the stream. So we got 1, 2, 3. That's a case. Okay, so there is 4. Okay, so we have 4 switches and a case. This has got a bad. That one's messed up pretty bad. So I'll see what he wants me to do on that one. So I'm going to keep this stuff organized. Okay, let's take a look at switch number 1 here. So what I'm going to do is, what's Phil? It's a cube of the good stuff. Low money. Yeah, that's what it is. Printing money. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my labels. There we go. So I got my labels here. Now these all have the same job ID number, but they need a different key on them. So I will put on. So we got 0, 0, 0, 3A, 0, 0, 0, 3B, C, D. Okay. All right, so we're going to do the first one. This one is going to be A. And it's going to go into the yellow box. Okay, so that's going to go on my box. Let's take a look at what we have here. Let's see. Well, we got Clint here. Hello. Travis, I believe I said hello. Anybody else in chat? Doesn't appear to be. Who has 9 MacBooks? Currently have 9 MacBook Airs. Oh, 9 MacBook Airs. That would be fun. Neil, hello. How's it going? Yeah, okay, this one has no charge, case damaged. Okay. Yeah, that case is pretty nasty. It's got damage here, damage up here. Can you guys see that bulge? What's going on with that bulge right there? This is going to be interesting. Oh, they want you to clean and reinstall, Big Sur. So this is bulging right here. It won't. For some reason that's supposed to sit flush, and it's not. Port's not bad, from what I can see. We'll look at it under the scope. Let's take a look at the port here. Let's take a look at this port. I'll focus it up, and then I'll put the camera up. Do that one. Oh, what? There we go. Yeah, that wasn't my capture card. That was the cable's loose. I need a better cable. So looking at these, it's got stuff in the port. Get a pair of tweezers here. It's got stuff in the port. Pins look a little bit raised. I'm comfortable enough throwing a charger on that. That's not too bad. Let's stick the charger on there. Let's use the power supply because that's something we don't normally use. So let's get the power supply cable. That's this guy. We will plug it in. We will set it for 5 volts. 2 amps is fine. We will turn the supply on and I will see. I don't have the supply on the screen. That's not a thing I do. So we plug it in and we have 0 current. 0 current. 0 current. Just to prove that this works, I'm going to plug in a switch that I know is good. And yet 0 current. What? Why is my cable not working? There it goes. So it booted it. So the cable does work. It just takes a minute to work both sides. Yep, it works both sides. So the cable does work. So that's good to know. That switch is for sale. Links in the description. So let's try it again and let it give it a minute to make sure. Yeah, I'm not getting anything. Yep, nope. Okay, so let's. You guys want to take a look at them all and then pick one? Let's see. Hey, Jim, how's it going? Neil. believe I saw you earlier. Tiago, hello. Welcome. Welcome, channel members. There are emojis in the chat if you guys want to, emote. So, all that good stuff. Yeah, you guys are talking among yourselves. Okay, so we'll look at all four of them. So this is A. So this is number A. So I'll put the A label on the back, and then I'll put it in its home. And then we will look at B now. You're not going to believe this. I didn't put my stencils away from yesterday or the PSPs. So there we go. So now we have the B box. So this one is 0, 0, 0. B. That's the B box. It needs a liner. Just for record, these pencil boxes, if you go in like August, not August, but like September, late September, or all through October, you can get these at Walmart for 67 cents. These are my favorite, with the lid on it that I can put all the parts in and put the switch down here. These are 67 cents on sale after school starts with all the school supplies. These I got from Staples, and I don't like them. I'm not a fan of those at all. Okay, so let's take one off the top. This one is going to be B. So I'm not doing any cases or anything until I know they work. This one is no charge. This one doesn't look as bad. So this one doesn't look as bad at all. We'll put the label on it. So they are easy remove labels. This port actually looks pretty good. Let's take a look at this port here. Let me see the port there. This port doesn't look bad at all. So, oh, that port looks good. Stuff in it. That might. It's going to affect anything. Oh, if I was on the Amscope, I would be able to grab that. Much easier. Okay, so there's that one. Like he told me, all the screws are missing except for the tri-wing screws. This case looks remarkably good. So no charge on this one. Let's plug it in. Port looks good. I'll plug it in. I mark it, so this is the side I always do first with the little square cut out on it. I'm not getting anything. Nothing on that. Let's flip it over. Again, nothing. And we'll test these all with batteries, or the power supply with batteries when it comes down to it. So this one is B. So there's B. Let's do C. I don't just tear everything out and just throw it all over my desk. What is it, Jason? Can you buy me some of those? Actually, yeah, I could probably do you like, I will see how many fit in the box I'm sending you, because if I do a 12 by 12, I can do a 12 by 12 by 6 box that is double corrugated that I can send to you for a set price. And I think I can fit up quite a few in there, and I can just put your goodies inside of them. So, because you still want that stick vise, don't you? So this one is C. And I'll get you the good ones, because my wife, once she gets her car, she's gonna be on the lookout for some more of the good ones. She always buys me like 4 or 5 when they have them. They're always so cheap. So let's see what we have here. This is another no charging. I believe they probably are all no charging. So we will see here. This one is C. This one, the back looks like it's been replaced. Not a bad job. C. Okay. So again, port looks new basically. Yeah, this port looks brand new. So that port looks brand spanking new. So let's pop this in. Yeah, I know you still want the stick vise. Okay, that's what I figured. Yeah, I'll get with you on that and I'll get it ordered because I'm thinking into June. Yeah, like the last week of June, I'm gonna send it. So. But I'll see. She should get her car back this week, and then she can go to Walmart. It's Walmart that sells them cheap. All right, so this one still has the label on it, and this one is D. You know, with all the containers I have probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 15 containers, and they're all going to be full. They're all this filled every one of them up. I got to get stuff out of here. A lot of his stuff's like PSPs and parts and things like that. Yeah, I'll let you know. I gotta look it up. I gotta order it. This one is got no label on it, so we will see what is going on with this one. So looks like a new digitizer that's not sit down correctly. See that? I don't know if that's a piece of, yeah, that's a piece of glass on top of the digitizer to protect it. Okay, I was like, that's weird. That's sticking up like that. Okay, let's see here. Let's check. Let's check the port. This one may be a little mangled up. Well, maybe not. Okay, so not too bad. Yeah, I don't have a problem changing that. If all these ports were done previously, okay, that's weird. Okay, that cable I have for my HDMI for my microscope, my Andonstar, that's gonna have to be replaced. 20 milliamps on this one when the rest were 0. This one's getting 200 milliamps and then dead. 200 milliamps, like dead. 270, dead. 290, dead. So this one, on one side, it gets that. On this side, it went to 3.2, then dead. So this one's going to be interesting. That one's, I don't know. D's going to seem kind of interesting. Because 250 in holding could be charging the battery and something weird. But to die after it hits like 250, that could be NAND related, or could be a couple different things. That actually seems like the most interesting one out of the lot. The rest seem like M92 jobs or P13s. maybe, you know, fixing ports or whatever. I don't know how these ports were installed. So, all right. So you want me to RNG A, B, C, or D? Okay. So let me put that there so autofocus doesn't go all over the place. Okay, so random number generator. Between 1. Okay, let me pull this up here. This one. Hey, I guessed it right. So we're gonna do a number between 1 and 4, A, B, C, D. And we're gonna generate the number. And number 1. Okay, it does pick different ones. So we're doing number 1 first. So there we go. We randomly generated 1. So that, get my stream back up. Wow, 17 viewers. The current bit rate is lower than recommended. I wonder if that is because I changed to 1440. Oh, hey, Phil, is this coming through in 1440, by the way? Because I changed those settings. I know you have the capability of it. I don't know what it looks like on your end. I'll put 9500. So let's see here. It is sweet, nice. Yeah, I changed it yesterday before we did the why can't I read that? 86. All right. Let's apply that and see if it does anything. Hey, yay, I got the appropriate bit rate now. Okay, so I stopped that. I know that my cameras aren't, the overhead camera is just 1080 over HDMI, and the scope is, I believe, 1440. I'm not 100% sure. The N and star, I'm not sure, but I figured I'd try it, and if it is any good, then I'll keep it that way. So I mainly did it so it didn't mess up Phil's resolution thing, because he does 1440 for the thing yesterday. So we are looking at this one, which looks pretty nasty. So this one had a new power. Port didn't look too bad. Screen's not too bad. Dirty. The back, see, he's saying damage, case damage. That must be what he replaced. He provided the new case for. I'm a huge fan of new cases. Let's get these tri-wings out. Alright, I need to find a thing for screws. Probably not gonna find one. Okay, oh well. Alright, so he said the only thing in here was the tri-wings. And I got all 4 out, so. Alright, so let's see here. Let's get into this one. That's the tri-wing driver. So let's get the shield off here. Oh, here we go. Let's Let's try and see if this is charged. If not, we'll charge it. See, there's my WoW stick that I don't care for. But I have this. It's dead. Of course it's dead. Why wouldn't it be dead? Let me just plug this on charge here. This is my electric screwdriver that works pretty good, but it's dead. I don't use it very often. Is it drawing current? No, it's not drawing current. Why is it in DFU mode? Why won't this charge? Okay, it's drawing 0.8 amps now. Okay, so there we go. So that's charging. Let's see. Why is everything dead? This is why I hate this stuff. It's always dead. AAAs. I don't have AAAs. All right, so I don't have any AAA batteries. So we're doing it the slow way. All right. It was worth a shot. So it's Chad Kaiser. How's it going? Basher Mon. Stefan. Hello. How's everyone doing today? We'll destroy the connector. Yeah. I got connectors. So this seems like it's going to be an M92 lot. He sent me some M92s, but I have found out recently that sending M92s through the mail when they're not in an ESD bag can cause them not to work. Or it's just a coincidence that those 10 didn't work. So, but I sent another 10 from the same batch with an ESD bag, and they worked just fine. So I'm not sure. So no digitizer, so nothing is connected. Well, that would explain why it wouldn't charge. The battery's not connected, and there's no M92. Oh, okay. There we go. That's half the work. Wow. No M92 on the board, so it's gonna have to come out, not changing it in the case like some people. So let's see here. Yeah, this may need a new speaker. Thermal paste. You don't put it back together, but you add a thermal paste to it. That's just great. All right, so just a quick examination of the game card reader. It looks pretty good. I'm not keen on seeing that. Let's do the amp scope. Let me get the amp scope in here. Big amp scope. Why is that one? What? Why is that so small? we go. Let's see here. There's that. I'm getting that light thing again. All right, let's take a look at this ribbon now. Let's take a look at this ribbon here, and you can see the ribbon is extremely crooked. So, yeah. Oh yeah, it is. Hey, the ribbon cable's actually got 53 on it. So, Bill, you're right. It is 53. Ribbon cable actually says 53. So, probably could have just done that. But once over on this, connector looks good. There's certain things I look for on a board that I'm not gonna touch if it has that kind of issue on it. See, it's just wish I could figure out this balance thing on the white balance because it's just one. Yeah, Social Security identity theft is real. That is real. I get calls all the time because of my disability benefits, and they're scammers. So, some crusty flux. Can you even guys even get the look at the crusty on that? I don't know if that is bridged there. I'm going to knock out that bridge real quick. I'm going to turn my iron on and knock out that bridge so I can do some testing. Looks like you're busy. That's gross, Phil. While that's heating up, I just want to check down here. I'm going to check stuff in a second. I just want to bump that pad, that spot with the iron, so I can do a couple tests before I take it out of the board. I run the same test before I take it out of the board on every switch I do. So I want to clear off this cap right here. It's just a stray solder ball. This might go in my new ultrasonic cleaner, the new cleaner I got. See how I might want to test that to see how good that cleaner is. Okay, you guys see how nasty this is. I'm going to test this cap because this cap is short. I'm not going to fix this board. So, my probes are stuck. There we go. So, this is going to beep, 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 beep. So, if I touch the metal shield and I touch ground, I got the beeping. So, what I want to do, this should be ground. That should not beep. This cap right here, if this cap is short, your CPU is 95% dead. I've had it one time where it wasn't, and it was a different chip, but it was a thing. So let's check this real quick. You don't need to check those. I just checked the P13 cap just for good measure. see if they beep on one side. I haven't memorized the BQ signal side yet. Don't get it enough to harass me. Coil's good. Let's check our fuse. Fuse is good. It does have diode arrays, so they're coming off. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I'm taking those off. You can just go like this and find ground, and the ground should be ground up there. So none of the 4 pins are ground, so that's good. Are they? That's good. So I guess we're gonna work on this one. So this is gonna be one to work on. All right. Yeah, I don't know if you guys in the UK, I know a lot of my viewers are in the UK. If you guys have the type of Social Security or well, like you have universal health care, so you wouldn't have the Medicare thing. But like retirement benefits, that's what we pay a certain amount on all our paychecks for access to retirement benefits, and I always paid in the maximum just in case something happened. Ever since I was 16, I maxed out my Social Security as much as I could humanly afford. I maxed it out, and it worked out because it wasn't a horrific accident. So yeah, I don't know how I would feel like I'm 40, and for 24 years I worked and I paid Social Security, and I retired after 25 years, and I paid all that money for in case something happened, and then nothing happened. So I mean, I'm not glad something happened, but it's kind of like I got my money's worth, I guess. I don't know. It's probably not the right thing to say, but say it anyways. So I never say the right thing. YouTube is promoting cancel culture. YouTube is going to do what YouTube needs to do to make money. They don't care about content. They don't care about content creators. All they care about is the amount of revenue that they generate for their shareholders. So I don't think it has anything to do with individual content. I believe that they feel that content is hurting their bottom line, so they remove it. And it's their right to do it. It's their business. They have a right to do that. Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying. It's just nothing wrong with you saying YouTube has a right to do what they want. So, wow, that ribbon looks messed up. No, don't be messed up, ribbon. Don't be messed up, ribbon. All right, let's see here. Oh, that's now. Why? That might be okay, but I don't know. Yeah, I'm done with the topic. Oh, God. What do you guys think? Signal lines too, because these are going to be your grounds most likely. These two here, and then you got these two. is a dual layer ribbon. I mean, it's not dual layer, but hopefully the pins touch here and not at the ends here, so it could be okay. Oh wow, you got 10. See, you just had to one up me. I had 4, 5, 6, 8, and then you had to get 10. That's just wrong. I had to count how many. This is the most I've had at one time, to be honest with you guys. Pretty new at this. It's the most I've had at one time. Let's finish getting this board out. Not happy with that ribbon cable. That screw is stripped to death. That screw feels stripped. I love it when all the motherboard screws. Oh my god, no! What? This one may be non-economical to repair. I'm going to be 100% honest with the guy. He might be watching. He watches the channel, I believe. Let's see here. Where's that screw at? See, they're nice tweezers, but they're not my babies. Where's my babies at? Not my babies. Oh, yeah, I might die. Where's my tweezers at? Where's my tweezers? Okay, whew. That was close. Almost couldn't find them. Wow, that's... Yeah, I've been watching a lot of Star Wars stuff. Like, I watched Star Wars when I was a kid, you know, the original 3, and then the prequels, which I know nobody liked the prequels, but I didn't mind them. I mean, it's good entertainment. Didn't care for the last 3 at all. I believe they butchered George Lucas's idea. So let's check this ribbon cable here. Yeah, let me check this ribbon right there. That looks pretty banged up. So we got that. Let's check backlight down here because he pinned all these down below underneath the backlight looks okay. Joy-Con rail seems fine. That is not going to plug back in, so that needs a new speaker. So, new speaker. Let's check this one over here. Yeah, that one should work. Alright, so that exposed. That might be okay. Now I did see something on the Wi-Fi antenna up here that this has been busted, so this has to be replaced. It's been pinched in the case. That's why the case wasn't sitting flat. So that is that right there. Let's check the digitizer. Digitizer's not bad. See, this goes under this. So that's where that normally goes. What I want to do is, before I proceed with fixing this board, he's already looking at some stuff here. Now, I'm not gonna charge him for parts he provided, but I do have to charge the bench fee. So this is switch 0003A, and it needs a case replacement. It's just going to be labor, and then it needs M92, and that's just going to be labor, because he provided one M92. It's going to need a speaker. What is that? The right speaker. Right. Speaker. Place. I'll just charge for the part. I won't charge labor for that. Okay, so this may just be a bench fee and then parts maybe. So that's so far. I want to test that LCD and make sure it works. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my, should work. Hey Donald, how's it going? Eddie, Rose. Wow, 20 viewers, that's pretty good. So this board is missing a few things, but it does boot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to install this in here with that LCD connector, power button, and see if this LCD connector is bad, or LCD is bad. Wow, that does not want to go in there. I do not want to damage my connector. Yeah, I think that's good. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to verify some stuff works on with this here. Obviously can't check the speakers because I don't have any speaker connectors, but I do have a power button. That was a tight fit. And let me hook up the battery. I'm just going to hook up the battery for testing purposes. All right, so the battery's hooked up. So let's see if this LCD boots. That battery's probably dead. Let's see if this charges. Yep, it's charging. No display on the screen though. No display. This board definitely displays. No display because I didn't hook up backlight. Who called that? Who called I didn't hook up backlight? Come on, someone called it. Someone called no display because I didn't hook up backlight. Come on, it was obvious. That was like a freebie, guys. Oh, this is the one that's got the wonky backlight connector. Okay. Oh, this is the fun I want to be having. All right, so I need to take this out real quick and do my thing in the trash can. I'm going to spray some contact cleaner in that backlight connector and see if I can clean it out. All right, let me put this in there. The latch move better now. And the latch is a little more free. I'm going to give it one more go. All right, I hate that stuff. I hate it with a passion. My son always wonders why the trash can stinks and it's all sticky, and it's from that contact cleaner. All right. Because I don't spray that stuff all over my bench. I spray it in the trash can. I'm a huge fan of that LCD connector, the ribbon. Come on. All right, so now let's try this backlight first. Oh, what's going on with chat? Yeah, I don't use my phone for anything other than phone calls. I'll sometimes send a text message. This needs a bath in the ultrasonic for sure. That is one sticky connector. All right, so there's backlight. Hopefully it works. All right. So there we go. Let's plug in the battery. Let's get the speaker connector out of there. Take the speaker out. Battery. And then the charger. And still have no display. Oh, seriously. You're kidding me, right? Everybody saw that through the tape. No, just 150 milliamps. Yeah, that's got display issues. So this is a working board. So major display issues. So, yep. So we will put that down on the list of things this has. Okay. So we'll put my working board away. It's home. Actually, that board is going to go for a swim in the ultrasonic. Clean out that connector. That's what that's going to do. All right, so this one is going to be held off on because it needs a new LCD. So let's put that on the list here. And then it needs a new LCD. New LCD part plus and then bench fee. Okay, so at this point, let me do some math here off to the side. Let's see, we got since I'm doing an LCD, the case replacement is not that big of a deal, so that's not going to be bad. So, and he provided the case, so I'm not even going to charge for a case replacement because it needs a new LCD. So we're looking at if I do it, it's $145 American to do all that. 35 for M92, and that's the bench fee on that. And then the LCD is 65, and then 10 for the speaker, and then the bench fee. For the other stuff. So I don't know if he's going to want to do that. Okay, so here's the thing with this. It is, with what it needs. Wow, there's just pieces everywhere from that thing. So for what it needs all those list of things, and you're like 145 is insane, but it is a version 1 switch. So these version 1 hackable switches, they go for a good amount of money. So that was charging labor. That was my rates with labor. I charged Ben's fees for labor. The LCD parts and labor is $65. I have to take it all apart for the case replacement, so I'm only charging a bench fee for the case replacement in M92 because he provided M92. And then there's the original bench fee we discussed. Yeah, it's hackable. It's a version 1 exploitable switch, so he may want it fixed. But I need to communicate with him about that. So I'm just going to sit that in there like so. But yeah, definitely needs new LCD. That thing was jacked up. Okay, so well, that's not where that goes. All right, so I'm going to get its home back, and I'm going to place it in said home, and then we're going to put its little pieces up here. All right, so that's that. I will make a home for his screws, and we'll keep all his screws together. So we will keep all his screws together here for all his jobs. These are the motherboard screws. The tri-wing. Great, that tweezer was magnetized from the speaker. It'll go away when I heat it up. So I kind of want that now. Next time I use these tweezers around heat, they will demagnetize. Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah, I hope you stop by here, Phil. Bring an empty suitcase. I got some stuff you can pack in there to the weight limit. I'm going to put his M92s in this little container too. So we have them. Alright, I just need to sort these. It's a rail screw. If I don't do this, this will bug me. It's a kickstand screw. So a rail screw. I remember when I first started fixing switches, I was like, there's no way I'm going to remember what screw goes where. And now it's like all the stuff I labeled to organize the screws, I don't have that issue anymore. I think he bought a screw pack because there are screws in here that have never been used. So almost done, guys. See what chat's going on. Yeah, I'm in Florida. Ooh, blue screen of death. Yeah. I'm looking forward to making a detailed video on that stencil, Phil. There's some tips and tricks to it, to getting the corners to sit. Now some of these are going to be magnetized and some aren't. So we're going to take the screwdriver. That one's a motherboard screw, motherboard screw, motherboard screw, motherboard. And there's tops and bottoms. So top, bottom screws. All right, so there's his screws. We'll put a label on his screw bed. Excuse me. All right, there's his screw bed. All right. Let me flip this board over. Oh, actually, it might be good now. We'll flip it over. Oh, man, that stuff is nasty. I don't know why I do that. All right. All right, let us go back to our RMG generator and let's go back here and then we're going to go through number 2 to 4 because that's what's left. Okay, so we're going to go, is this one? Yay. So we're going to pick a number between 2 and 4. We're going to generate this, and we got number 3. So we're doing C. So that's the one we're doing. Still didn't get the one I wanted. Well, 21 viewers. Still pretty good. Number C it is. So we got this one here. This one looks like it had a new case. It does not charge. So I already looked at the port. I think this is the one that had the port that looked fine. Yeah, the port looks fine. This one could very well be missing M92 as well. That screw is gone, so just the tri-lings. All right, so this definitely looks like a new housing. Just needs to be cleaned up a little bit. So we need the Phillips. So clean it around the button. No power to Blu-ray. Isn't that a fuse? Isn't that no power of the fuse all the time? I gotta get this board out of here. All right. the toaster oven to dry later. Okay, back to this one. Sorry, you gotta do multiple things at a time here. So let's finish taking out these screws. So this is a not bad little screwdriver. It's rechargeable. The WOW stick I have is not rechargeable and it sucks through AAA batteries like nobody's business. That looks fine. That looks okay. And again, M92 is missing. These stuff's not pinched. LCD connector looks good on this one. Before I take that off, we're going to check at this M92 here. Let's take a look here. That's definitely moved. That needs to be reflowed. So that's, oh, there's a resistor there. So 0201, 0201. I want to check this cap for a short. It's going to beep. It's going to beep. Check P13 just so I know. Seems going to be a similar charging issue. M92. Let's check this fuse while we're here. Check the coil. Yep, coil's good. Okay, so this one needs to be further diagnosed. See, that's already been off before. It has. Half worried about the RAM chips and this top RAM chip on these because these were heated up. I don't know if the chip was trying to be installed and then it didn't work and they took it out. Not sure. So, Johnny, hello. Cy Hand. Just call you Hand. How's everyone doing? I know I'm not paying attention to chat. I'm trying to catalog these. Phil has the whole chatting and fixing things down to an art. I really don't do those skills, but I mainly do this as a vlog style, how I do things. Okay. So, motherboard screw. I believe that's it. So just looking at the ribbons on this, everything looks fine. This looks like a standard M92 job. That's what this looks like. a standard M92 job. So we'll inspect the board, we'll put the goodies up. Okay, so I want to take this time to thank all the members of the channel and all the supporters on Patreon. I keep forgetting to mention you guys. You guys are super helpful. And just to chill it, I do one of my Patreon tiers gets live classes. So I'm doing that. That's just basic electronics and electronics fundamentals and things like that. How to read a circuit board and things like that. Good stuff. Links in the description for all of that. Let's see here. Charge up my screwdriver. And all right. All right. So I'm going to have to do that later. All right. Stuff wasn't put away. All right, let's take a look at chat here. And yeah, you do see a lot more stuff than what I see. 2 Nintendo Switches, 8 PS4s. Man, you get a lot of PS4s. I would assume a lot of people around you do not reflow APUs on PS4, and that's why you get a lot of PS4s. But that takes that because 5 of them are display issues. Oh, man, you go through them encoders, let me tell you. So, hey, does everybody think it's a good idea for Phil to buy a 50-pack of connectors? What's the consensus, that he'll lose them or he'll actually use them all? I say he uses 1 or 2 and loses the rest. That's just me. So let's get the paper. Okay, so that one goes in there. This one is going to be a simpler type of unit. This one is going to be 0003B, and it needs M92 LAB Libra only, and then the agreed upon edge B. So this one is 70. So that's not bad as long as there's nothing else wrong with it. And as long as there's nothing else wrong with it, and then no, this one was C, not D. See, that number generator thing got me all mixed up. This one is C we're working on because we went in the middle. We didn't do number 2. So I'll put that in there. So there's that one. Let's take a look at the last two. We will do B. We'll do D last because that was interesting. Okay, so let us take a look at this one. This one appeared to have a good port also. Let's zip these screws out. I use the iFixit kit in these screws here. So I really enjoyed doing the show yesterday with Phil on Phil's channel. That was interesting and fun. So yeah, you know, you got that. You got the business contracts though. I just have one business contract, and he's been really weird about sending me stuff. He sends me like basically dead no fixes. Yeah. That's how I know that 95% of the time that cap is a dead CPU, because I get it. I've gotten at least 10 in the last 2 months since he's been sending me stuff. And it's like, it's getting old, to be honest with you. That's why I check it before I even take it out of the case. Before I do any more than just loosening these screws. Oh, wow. Okay, so let's just take a gander at this, and you guys can see what I see. First off, I don't know what happened to that battery, but let's go Scooby time. So that's M92, how M92 is installed. That cap is actually off there. So that cap is actually knocked off. I can't even test that line without pulling M92. Those two are bridged. Yeah. Why is there crystallized flux down here? What was he doing down here? Someone doing down here. I mean, that's like serious flux. This one has stuff plugged in. It's a lot of thermal paste there. This one had a screen replacement. Okay, so here's the thing with this. And that chip is chipped. The chip is chipped. I don't know what kind of damage is done on this. Not sure what that was flux-wise, but it's pretty bad. This whole thing needs to be cleaned really good. Okay, so that needs to have M92 pulled off. We probably got lucky and M92 was dead and didn't connect when the power was applied, and these two were bridged, which would technically bypass M92. Could have killed P13. So let's get the board out the rest of the way. It's pretty nasty. Yeah, no way I'm getting a BGA machine anytime soon. too expensive, and I don't really have the power needs for I don't have the power capabilities for one. Definitely something I do not have the capabilities for. My workshop runs on two 25 amp breakers, and I'm pushing the limit on that now already. And you know, if I ever need to have electrical done, I will have them put a additional. Well, first I'll have them upgrade all the current ones to 30 amp, and then have them install an additional 30 amp socket for that. But right now, as of right now, I don't have any plans of getting one. I did have plans until I realized I didn't have the power capabilities to run one efficiently anyways. I could probably shut down everything in my workshop to reflow something, but that's not practical. It's not practical at all. I totally lost what I was doing. All right. All right, let's unhook this stuff and then we'll get the board out. Not too bad. I like to look at the underside of my ribbons. Definitely replacement LCD. All right. That was a non-magnetic screw. That one might have been too. All right, 2 screws for the port. All right. Antennas. You know what I realized on the first one? I didn't even mark this down. I have to add this to this. It needed a Wi-Fi antenna. Remember, guys, the Wi-Fi antenna was the white Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi antenna. I totally spelled that wrong. That's going to be plus 35, I believe, because they're like $8, and then I'll work on the price on that. If I'm changing the case, it's not that big of an install. I think I can keep that under 165, but I totally forgot about that. I totally forgot about that Wi-Fi antenna when I was unhooking the other one. I remembered it. That's the thing when you get some with so many things that are wrong with it. You know, these could all end up needing batteries. any of that good stuff. So all right, so let's take a look at the other side of this board, and then we'll look at the last one. Well, because I got to get back to them on prices on all this. So that's that M92 right there. Let's look at the back of the board here. I like to check this area. D13 looks mint. Oh man, it's a lot of flux over there. And the back of the battery. Oh, I didn't even show you any of that. Well, there we go. So there's that. P13. I looked at the anti-piracy chip. You don't get a lot of hard drives. London does your hard drives. Even has neat handwriting. Yeah, I hate my handwriting, to be honest with you. I really do. I have a really hard difficulty spelling, and you know, this one is B. This one needs M92 part plus labor, which is 50. I have to look that one up. Bench fee, which is 35. I have to look up what I charge for part and labor on M92. I have to look that one up. All right, there we go. There's that one. Now let's do this last one, and then I have got to go. It is already been an hour and a half. Yeah, I know, Trey. I don't hold things against people for not spelling because I can't spell chat rooms and stuff. Yeah, I know it bothers you for grammar mistakes, Phil. You must hate my stuff. And my problem is I type slower than my brain thinks. So I still do one finger and it takes me forever and all that stuff. So yeah, so that's my thing. Now this one was getting a weird power draw on it. So this one had that weird power draw. So we'll see what this one says. See what this one looks like. Check our CPU shorted cap, and then we will diagnose it from there. I couldn't check it on that other one because that M92 has to come off and some stuff has to be unbridged. See how I feel after I get this one looked at. So this one does not have a ribbon cable plugged in or an LCD cable plugged in. M92 actually looks mint and it doesn't have a battery connected. I was getting signs of power. What does this say? This one didn't have a label on it. let me hook up this LCD ribbon and the battery, and then we'll test it again. Watch it have an LCD connector issue. Before I do that, I just want to make sure. Oh, that cap's not short. I want to pull all this out for that to be short. All right. Oh, wow, the connector is broken. That's why it doesn't work. So, let's see if it draws normal boot current. Because we can check to see if it docks. That's what we can do that now. So let me just reconnect that. Where's my Phillips here? Guess I really don't need that in there. Put the screw in here like this, because I can check to see if things dock. I have a new cable coming that's even better, but let's plug that battery in and see what happens when I try to dock this. Dock doesn't even recognize it. Oh, it did something. Let's check the game console in the corner. Let's make sure that my dock is working. Oh, hey, it docks. So it just needs an LCD connector. So, whew, this one's cake work. So, yeah, this one just needs an LCD connector. It docks. So, that one's nice. So, there we go. So, this one needs an LCD connector. I will show you what that looks like now. I still have to take it out and everything. So, I will do that now. So I got a guarantee on a fix here, with an LCD connector. Unless the LCD is bad, but it does dock, so that normally means it is a fixable unit. It's just an LCD. And from what I can tell, this one doesn't have any previous work done on it, so this one will not incur a bench fee because it does not have previous work on it. I mean, you guys saw the state of the other three boards. You cannot just willy-nilly take that into your shop and spend the hours it takes to figure out what's wrong with it, and it could possibly end in a no fix. You have to cover your losses. I don't mind doing prior repair attempts, but when it comes to stuff like that, I gotta charge a bench fee on stuff that looks like that. But this one right here doesn't appear to have any work done on it. It's just a connector, so this one will not get a bench fee. So almost didn't want to take out that screw. So this one, you just push the button and you twist it in the direction you want to go, and it will loosen or tighten. It's not as nice as a button. I'm going to take that off the screen. Yep, that's it. So get this out. We'll take a closer look at that LCD. All right, let's get the fan out. Okay, so this may just need a latch. This one may be something that I can fix. No, it's busted. Yeah, it's busted. Let's check it out. Here's what it looks like, guys. Yeah, that's what it looks like. So it needs a new connector. So this came from Phil. This one was from Phil. He sent this to me. He broke it. He broke the connector off, and he didn't have any more. And he already changed it 3 times. So he sent it my way. That's what that is. So yeah. So that one's going to be a connector. Let's label it down. Let's do 0003. D is an LCD connector. That is $65. No bench fee on that. So let us put the goodies in the container and wrap this up. I touched the thermal base. Ugh. Okay, so what have we learned here today? That I got a bunch of work to do, and some of them are pretty nasty. But I am going to write that up as a, I guess I can do the camera. Hey, I'm going to write that up as a invoice, and I'm going to send it over to the guy and then get approval to fix it. Yeah, that was the LCD killer. No, I'm the pad puller apparently because I pulled that one pad one time. One pad one time. And I was using crappy tweezers. So yeah, I mean the PlayStation 5, that was worth experimenting on. If I had a chance to get something like that, I would too. I plan on getting a new Switch when it comes out, and taking it apart on the channel and keeping it for a known good and getting a bunch of readings on it and stuff like that. But I'm gonna call it here, guys. I gotta get going on this stuff, and I'm gonna make these into videos. I went through them here. I'm gonna turn these all into videos. They're all gonna be 4 different videos for coming out in the future. Thank you guys so much for watching, and everyone have a fantastic day.